to fix your drip, Miss Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Rigsby. I don't know what I'd do without you.
That's all right, Miss Jones. That's what I'm here for. Any little thing, as you know.
I'm afraid I'm not very practical.
Well, you're more the artistic type, aren't you, Miss Jones? You like beautiful things. I mean, look at your cups. Willow pattern. Lovely theme. Yes, separates you from the rest, Miss Jones. And your table mats. Yes. Scenes from the ballet. And how many people around here eat off scenes from the ballet? Yes, you're lucky if you get a beer mat. Well, you've got that indefinable something called good taste, Miss Jones.
Do you think so, Mr. Rigsby?
Oh, yes, you made a difference to this place. Shades on the bulbs, blue water in the toilet. Oof. You really raised the standard.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope the others don't think I'm too fussy. I want them to accept me.
Oh, they'll accept you, all right. That's what worries me. Yes, well, there. That's fixed, Miss Jones. Right. Anything else while I'm here?
Well, yes, Mr. Rigsby. I wonder if you'd have a look at my doorknob.
Again? But I had a look at it only last week. What's the matter with it now?
Well, people seem to be walking off with it.
Oh, well, no wonder. Look at that. Oh, it's been vandalised. What do you expect with that lot upstairs? Just a few twists with my little... there we are. Let's fix that.
Good. I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Rigsby.
I was just thinking, Miss Jones, Spooner gave me a couple of tickets for the wrestling for tomorrow night. I wonder if you care to come.
Me? Oh, I don't know, Mr. Rigsby.
It's all right. It's not too near the front. I mean, you don't want a 15-stone wrestler in your lap, do you?
Does that happen?
Oh, yes, you can, yes. And Spooner has got this nasty habit of spitting his drinking water over the car. All in the heat of battle, of course.
Well, it's very nice of you to ask me, Mr. Rigsby, but I really don't.
Oh, you'll enjoy it, Miss Jones. It's a grudge fight. Spooner versus the Russian. Yeah, it's ended with a broken leg last time.
Oh, how awful. Mr. Spooner, or the Russian?
No, somebody in the third row. No, you see, the Russian... the Russian comes on in ballet tights, you see, and pelts Spooner with flowers. And this infuriates Spooner. He belts the Russian with his stool.
Oh, but surely the referee wouldn't allow that.
No, this is before they shake hands. Of course, everyone starts booing Spooner while the Russian keeps blowing him kisses.
Poor Mr. Spooner.
No, you don't understand me. They're supposed to boo him. He's the villain.
Doesn't he have any supporters?
Not many. No, you see, they're the ones he spits at. Well, what do you say, Miss Jones? Must we could have a spot of supper afterwards?
Well, I've just remembered, Mr. Rigsby. I'm afraid I've got to work late tomorrow night.
Oh.
I hope you don't mind.
Oh, of course not, Miss Jones. I quite understand.
It was very nice of you to ask me. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It was just a thought. I mean, I can always get rid of the tickets. No bother there. After all, it's all fixed, isn't it? Right.
What do you think?
What about?
The earring.
Yes. It's not very big, is it?
Well, it doesn't need to be. Catch it in anything, it'll tear your ear off. Do you like it?
Yes. Has Rigsby seen it?
No, I keep covering it up with my hand. Well, you know what he's like. He thinks a signet ring's flashy. Do you want coffee?
I need something.
What's the matter?
Oh, I've just said goodnight to the most beautiful girl I've ever met. I left her with tears in her eyes.
What happened?
Nothing. That's the trouble. I bring her back here, but how could I with Rigsby prowling around?
Couldn't you go back to her place?
No, she's in college. It's driving me mad. I've got a big scene going there.
Again?
What do you mean, again? This is different. I'd go through fire and flood for this girl.
What about the park?
And get covered in moss and dead leaves.
Thought you'd like the park. Just you and her under the stars, just like the jungle.
Would you stop talking about me as if I were the last of the Mohicans? As far as I'm concerned, the park's strictly for the ducks. What's the matter with Rigsby, anyway?
Well, Ruth keeps turning him down. It's making him bitter. He's down there at the moment asking her to go to the wrestling with him. She won't go, of course. She thinks the main bout will be her versus Rigsby.
I think I'll tell him straight out. I'm bringing a girl back here.
No, you do that and you find your cases in the hall. Besides, Ruth would have the vapours if you brought a girl back here. I'll tell you what we ought to do is to get them two together.
And how do we do that?
We give Rigsby some advice.
What sort of advice could you give him?
How to make it with Ruth.
But you've never made it with anyone.
Yes, I have.
Alan, I've never seen you with a girl.
But what about that girl who keeps following me?
What girl?
The one on the racing bike.
Oh, you can't count her. She never dismounts.
Ah, she will, though, she will. You wait and see. Besides, just because you've never seen me with a girl, don't mean to say I've never had one. As a matter of fact, I'm getting over rather a big scene at the moment.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't like to talk about it much. It was pretty steamy while it lasted.
Well, go on.
They say I was the reason she failed her O-levels.
You mean she's still at school? And you're going to advise Rigsby?
Look out. Don't you think he needs something? Like a body transplant? Hey, do you want some coffee, Rigsby?
Oh, my guts are in a turmoil today.
You take anything for it?
Deep breathing. I find that's the only thing that helps. Deep breathing every morning.
You want to see a doctor?
No, you start worrying about your health. You've had it. He had a blood out there downstairs. Thought his shoulder blades were deformed. Kept asking me to look at them. He spent hours trying to see them in the mirror. By the time he'd finished, they were deformed. Oh, that's better.
Rigsby, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, my God, what's that? What? There, on your ear, quick, something glinting. What is it?
It's an earring.
Oh, stop the world, I want to get off. What's wrong with it? He looks like the gypsy's worn him.
But everybody's wearing them these days, Rigsby.
God help England, that's all I can say. Oh, let's hope the Russians don't find out. I can just see us all marching into battle in bloody earrings. That'll really send a through the face with the enemy.
Well, Philip thinks it's all right.
Oh, he would. He thinks a bone through the nose is all right.
Rigsby, I wanted to ask you...
Here's some tickets for the wrestling. Ask me what.
It doesn't matter.
She turned you down then, Rigsby.
Mind your own business. I can't understand it. I've tried everything with that woman.
You want some advice, Rigsby?
From you? Who do you think you are? Bachelor of the month? Need your advice, mate.
No, Rigsby, you ought to get with it. You ought to change your image.
Perhaps I should borrow your earring.
You know what I mean?
As you mean medallions, don't you? Shirt open, drinking Campari while some bird in the night is helping you off with your boots. Yeah, the life's not like that. No, she's too busy with good causes to worry about me. That's the trouble. Yeah, see, too busy worrying about his mates in Africa to worry about me. That's the trouble, you see. I'm not a good cause.
Oh, I don't know. What about help the aged?
You know what you need?
Oh,
Charisma.
I'm not spraying myself with that stuff, mate.
No, charisma. It means personal charm.
Oh, yeah.
Feel.
I've not noticed much charisma around here.
Look, Ruth doesn't want to go to the wrestling, does she?
Huh?
Do you know what she'd really like?
What?
A nice, quiet evening at home, listening to Matt Monroe.
Who?
Matt Monroe. But I've got one of his records here. Hey, why don't you take it down, give it a quick twirl, get her in a nice romantic mood, and give her a gentle squeeze.
Matt Monroe?
Never fails.
Oh, I don't know. She's a very sensitive woman. My stomach being what it is, it rolls whenever I get near her. Must put her off.
Hey, I've got just a thing.
Well,
Here you are. Take a couple of these.
what?
They'll calm you down and tone you up at the same
Hey,
time.
you haven't got any hormones in him, have they? You know, he's that bloke down the road, the one who got the cheap turkey at Christmas, that was full of hormones. 3 days later, his wife had a deeper voice than he got.
I'm sure you're just perfectly harmless.
No? All right, I suppose they won't do any harm.
Here you are. Take the bottle just in case.
Wait a moment, Rigsby.
Well. Oh, God. Who just said Matt
Monroe.
Matt Monroe.
What were those tablets?
Oh, mild tranquilizers. Perfectly harmless. They'll slow him down, relax him. You know, the trouble is, he's put Ruth on a pedestal.
As long as they don't put him on a pedestal. How did you get hold of them?
They were taken off the market.
I thought you said they were harmless.
Oh, they are. It's just that they've got this sort of mild side effect.
What sort of side effect?
They turn your water green.
Yes, Mr. Rigsby?
I was just wondering if you'd glad to hear this record. It's Matt Monroe's latest.
Matt Monroe, yes, I like him. He does things to me.
Oh, good. I'll slip it on then. So where's the handle now?
It works by electricity, Mr. Rigsby.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, just sit down, Miss Jones. Let it flow over you.
I didn't know you liked listening to records, Mr. Rigsby.
Oh, yes. I find it helps me to unwind, Miss Jones. You find it helps you unwind?
Yes, I suppose it does.
Okay. Perhaps we can unwind together. You look very bewitching tonight, Miss Jones.
Oh, Mr. Rigsby.
No, I remember noticing before you're a very exciting woman, Miss Jones.
Mr. Rigsby, the record.
Oh, yes, I remember that time when you were sunbathing in the garden, just before the red ants got at you. I remember thinking then, there's an exciting woman, I thought.
Yes, I noticed you were leaning on your spade a great deal.
Yeah, well, I couldn't take my eyes off you. I mean, we'd never had a bikini in the garden before, and I had to keep the boys off the fence,
Yes, I do understand. Mr. Rigsby, the record.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. God, no doubt about it, he's got a beautiful voice.
Mr. Rigsby, it's on the wrong speed. I hope we're not going to have that sort of male chauvinism. Whatever you may think, I am not a sex object, nor do I abandon myself to the strains of Matt Monroe. I don't know who gave you that impression. Mr. Rigsby.
Have you seen Rigsby?
Yes.
Was he awake?
Oh, yes.
Good.
But he can't feel his teeth.
What?
He can't feel his teeth. He's been to the doctor. He's on his way up now.
Where is he? Where do you think you're going? What's the matter, Rigsby?
What's the matter? You say that after nearly poisoning me?
You're exaggerating.
I was drunk to the eyeballs. I slept for 24 hours. I still can't feel my teeth. And do you know what else? Do you know what I found when I went to the bathroom? My water's turned green. Green. Bright green. I went to the doctor with those tablets. He told me they're for women in early pregnancy. Do I look as if I'm in early pregnancy? I'd sue you if you got any money. Of course, you finished me with Miss Jones. You realise that, don't you? She thinks I'm stark, raving mad, and I don't blame her. My, come on, I'd have to listen to you.
But I was only trying to be helpful.
Help? What do you know about the opposite sex? A woman so much as looked at you'd have a nosebleed. Only thing you'll ever take to bed with is your Mickey Mouse hot water bottle.
As a matter of fact, Rigsby, I'm seeing a woman tonight.
Listen. I think he lives in a dream world. I don't think these women exist. And sometimes I don't think you exist. I think you come out the bloody wallpaper.
Well, I am seeing a woman tonight. Hey, you believe me, don't you, Philip? Well, I am anyway.
Never mind, Rigsby. There'll be another time.
I don't know. I'm not so sure. It's all right for you. You're not out in Africa. It's different out there. You lead a more natural life out there. You're closer to nature. I haven't been close to nature since last Christmas. Wasn't all that close then. I just don't seem to get any chances these days.
Why not?
I don't know. There was this woman at the pub. They all said, "Ooh, whatever you do, don't give her a lift home. She'll interfere with you." She was supposed to interfere with you while you were driving, So I gave her a lift home.
What happened?
Nothing. She was a washout. Just talked about her feet.
Playing sideboards, Rigsby?
Yes, I don't think I've got the strength. What would you do if you were in my position?
How do you mean?
Well, what would you do in your country?
We're a primitive people, Rigsby. I don't think we could teach you
Well,
anything.
I'm desperate. Time's running out to try anything.
In my country, if a man was in your position, he'd get the wood of the love tree. He would burn it outside the girl's hut, and when she smelt the smoke, she would appear at the door. He'd look deep into her eyes, and she would fall in love with him.
Just like that?
Just like that.
It's not saying I believe in it, of course. Anything's worth a try, though, isn't it? I'll do you a favour sometime, Philip.
That may be sooner than you think, Rigsby.
Philip, you remember that stuff we were talking about the other day? You haven't got anything knocking about, have you, at the moment?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good, good. This has been planed.
Everything's commercial these days, Rigsby.
What's all that about?
I've given Rigsby some love wood. He's going to burn it outside Ruth's hut.
Will it work?
I shouldn't think so. It came off the wardrobe.
This is it, Maureen.
You mean you live up here? Where'd you keep your oxygen?
You get used to it. Yeah, now come and sit down.
Aren't you forgetting something?
In here? You could have left it downstairs, you know. We're perfectly respectable.
Oh, that's not what I've heard. Who's your friend?
I told you I'm a doctor.
Who was he? One of your patients?
Why don't you sit down? Hey, what about a drink?
No.
Yeah. Ta-da. Now, what do you have?
Nothing, thanks. Rather have a drink from me canisters. You know, you look very young for a doctor.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that. I've been taken for a student. Yeah, sometimes in the operating theatre, I can hear them say, good God, you're not going to let that boy cut me open, are you?
Why are you whispering?
No, I'm not whispering. It's just that I've got a low voice.
You frightened of the landlord?
Rigsby? No. He knows his place. No, you have to humour him, like he's a bit simple. Forget about war. You bang a paper bag in front of Rigsby and he'd be straight over this chair. Do you want a sweet?
They don't look like sweets. They look like the things my sister had. Turned her water green.
How about a record?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Matt Monroe?
Yes.
Good. Just let it flow over you.
Flow over me, I can hardly hear it.
Oh, well, we don't want to wake everybody up, do we?
What's that in your ear?
It's an earring. They're very fashionable these days.
Yeah, I know, our Coleman's got one. His went septic. Hey, can you smell burning?
Look, why don't you just relax and enjoy the music?
Hey, what's your game?
What do you mean?
Listen, Doctor, when I want you to examine me, I'll let you know.
No, I wasn't examining you.
What were you doing then, trying to guess me weight?
Hey, why do you ride that bike all the time?
Oh, it's me dad, he doesn't like me going with boys, so he follows me. It's the only way I can outdistance him. He says the first boy who touches me is going to wring his neck. What was that?
What?
Well, it sounded like someone coming upstairs.
Quick, under the bed.
You what?
Mike, the landlord, he gets seen a woman.
Alan, can you smell burning?
No.
I've been smelling it all evening. It's very strong on the stairs. Are you sure it's not coming from in here?
Perhaps it's coming from Spooner's room.
Well, you better go and have a look.
Well, I was
But we don't want to go up in flames, do we?
Well,
Hurry up. Go on.
This is a piece of wood.
Well, I can see that, Mr. Rigsby. Stop wafting it around. You'll start a fire.
I'll start a fire, all right, Miss Jones. Haven't you noticed anything yet?
Yes, the most appalling smell.
This isn't ordinary wood, you know, it's special. Breathe in. Go on, see what happens.
I don't know what you've got in mind, Mr. Rigsby, but nothing's going to happen.
Give way to me, Jones. Don't float it. Give way to it. Give way to it.
I had no intention of giving way to it. Please extinguish your stick.
I'm sorry. Well, this is one fire you can't quench, Miss Jones.
What do you say about that?
What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. The washout. Bloody washout. What was? You mind your own business. What's that doing there?
What?
What? That! You know I don't allow bags now. Come on, get it out. Come on, I suppose I've got tar marks all over the line of my boy. Come on, get it out before I kick your spokes in.
You leave that bike alone. My bike alone.
Oh, so that's it. You've got a woman in. And you've been drinking.
No, she only drinks from a canister.
Oh, yes. Would you give me that? You didn't bring her here just to ring her bell, mate. You've been having an orgy, haven't you? Eh? That's what you've been... The only thing I can't make out is what the bike's for.
Yeah, we'd better go, Maureen.
Ooh, I wouldn't let him talk to you like that if I were you, even if he is simple.
Simple? Miss, who do you think I am?
Well, if he's a doctor, you must be his body snatcher.
Doctor? Body snatcher? Listen, I'm the landlord. I'll risk get her out of here before I bend that bike round her neck.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going. You can keep old golden earring. Wouldn't be seen dead with him.
That's charisma, is it?
Can't win them all.
Oh, you don't win any of them.
I win more than you.
No, no, you don't. I'd have been all right tonight. I could feel it in my water if it hadn't been for this.
Rigsby, about that favour.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I have a girl outside.
Have you?
Yes. She's very cold out there.
Well, she must be. It's bitter, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
I wondered if I could possibly, bring her up here,
Did you?
Yes.
Well, let me put your mind at rest. You cannot bring her up here. She can stay out there and bloody well freeze. That's what she can do, you and your love wood. As if Miss Jones would fall for that, a woman of her refinement. All it did was make her eyes water. Is it any wonder? Look at that. Hey, smell that. Fuck. God, what a stink. You can tell that comes from Africa, all right.
It doesn't come from Africa, Rigsby.
What?
It came off the wardrobe.